Hello, welcome to my video. I'm Arya Mahruji. I'm studying Master of Computer Science in Schmalkalden University of Applied Sciences. In this video, I want to present a web application called Doing. Doing is a building management service and is implemented by ASP.NET Core and Angular. Let's start with sign up page. We have a form with different types of input validators. The first one is a Gmail pattern, and you need to enter a correct Gmail address. Then we have a pattern for our phone number, and your phone number must start with 0 and then followed by 9, and the length of it must be equal to 11. Then the mandatory field of SSN, and your confirm password must match your password. Then everything is fine, and this button is disabled until whole form is valid. Now when I click sign up, I see an error saying that the username Eileen is already taken. So I will change it to and by clicking sign up, you see the result. The user is registered successfully and the email is sent. For the sign-in page, we have two input fields, username and password. Oh, it says that the username is not correct. Okay. So we have only 4 chances to enter the correct password, and after entering 5 incorrect passwords, your account is blocked for 30 minutes and you need to try again after 30 minutes. Now you can log the correct username and password. Okay, that's it. This is the main page when you log in into the app. For authentication and authorization, I use JWT, JSON Web Token, and it works like this. If the pair of username and password is correct, when you log in your local storage of your browser, you will have a token with value, and this value is encrypted, and your ID, your user ID and your role are embedded in it. And whenever you log out from the application, you see that that token is removed. In the statistics section, we have 2 different charts. One of them is a bar chart representing some overall statistic about our project, such as number of buildings, number of tenants, the number of expired tenants, number of flats, and the total amount of votes which is submitted by the tenants. And then we have a pie chart which says that how many of votes are disagree votes and how many of them are agree votes. By clicking on this icon, you can see your user profile, and here you can edit your Gmail address and your phone number. You need to enter your password, and if your password is not correct, you will see an error. And if you want to change your password, here you can enter a new password, and it shouldn't be similar to your current password. By submitting the form, you're logged out of the system and you need to log in again, and here the message shows that your profile is changed. Now if I try to log in with the previous password, I see an error here, so I need to enter the new password. When I log in, and you see that the phone number and the Gmail address is changed. By adding building, the manager role is assigned to you, and then you have more options in your panel. Here by from the blanks. By clicking add, the building was added successfully. Now you see there are more options available here. After adding building, you can invite tenants to join the building. Currently I have a manager named Eileen, and here I can add tenants, choosing the building. This drop down list is not shown in the video. Here this building is chosen, and the unit name is a kind of ordinary room, and floor number is 7, unit number is 789, phone number, the email, and full name is okay. By clicking on invite button, a random number is generated in backend and is sent to this email address, and then the tenant needs to enter the phone number and that random generated number so that he can join the building. Now I invite. Okay, the tenant was invited successfully. Now I can log out and then come with conic, which I created before. Okay. Here I can join a flat, phone number is, and here I have an email, okay, and the inviter and the code and some other information. Okay, the code is not valid, but and you are joined successfully. And there are some other changes in your panel, and that's it. After inviting tenants and waiting for them to join the building, here you can see the list of tenants, and first of all there is a filter which you by enabling it you only can see the tenants which are active. It means that their agreement, their contract is not expired yet. And there are two columns for actions. The first one is delegation. And by clicking on this icon, you can assign the role of co-manager to this tenant. The co-manager is like manager, and he or she can also invite other tenants. He can see the list of tenants, and the only difference is that a co-manager cannot assign the role of co-manager to another tenant. That's the only difference between manager and co-manager. Also, you can remove tenants. For example, I want to remove this tenant. By clicking on this garbage icon, it says that the tenant is successfully removed, and this user is not our tenant anymore as the status is changed to red. As a manager or co-manager of building, you can send requests, and as a response, tenants are able to submit agree or disagree votes. Here we have a form. First you need to select the building, then you should say whether it is a kind of private or public request. The private request means that only manager and co-managers are able to see the voter's name. Then price €5 and the deadline 4 days. It's good. Your request is submitted successfully. If you return to your panel, now you see there are 3 available requests for voting. To see how tenants responded to your requests and also submitting your own vote, you can visit this page. We have a list of requests. They are sorted based on their status. The first column shows the title of the request. Then by clicking on this icon, you can read the whole context of the request. Then the deadline. It says that 8 days, 3 hours and 57 minutes remained. And if you try to submit your vote, it says that you can submit just 1 vote for every request. But here this status is enabled for you, so you can submit your vote. Your vote is submitted successfully, and it comes here. then negative. So you voted to all possible requests, and if you try to read the names of voters for a private request such as this one, you will see an error saying that access denied. You are not allowed to see the voters' names of a private request. However, you can read the names of voters for a public request like this, tenants with aggregates, and clicking here, tenants with disaggregates. And if you come back to your panel, you see that there is no badger here anymore because there are no possible requests to vote for you. For these requests, I submitted some votes with different users. As you can see, there are 3 aggregates and 4 disaggregates. As I told you, this user is not manager or co-manager, so she's not able to read the names of voters. But now we want to see whether our delegation works fine or not. To check it, I need to log out and with the manager of the building. Yeah. Tenants here. Okay. This user. Oh, where is she? This user. I want to assign co-manager role to her by clicking on this check mark here. Yeah. Now Mia Schreiber is a co-manager. So if I log out and come with Mia Schreiber, okay, you see that now she has more options in her panel, and now if she try to read the details of voters, she can. And that was the last part of the project.